This week on Ask the Tech Guy, how do I get my photos back?
This is Twit.
Ask the Tech Guy is brought to you by LastPass, the #1 most preferred password manager. Visit lastpass.com/twit to learn more. It's time for Ask the Tech Guy. I got a question from Martin in Argentina. Longtime listener, my question for you, how can I download all the photos from Google Photos? So far, I can't find a solution for an automatic way to back up my pictures. You know, you never know when they're going to kill a service, so he wants to back it up. I have an old laptop with Linux I can use for this purpose. I have server access too. Please help me back up all the memories I have there. This is one thing Google really does right, Martin. They have a feature called Google Takeout. It's takeout.google.com. And you can go there and literally get any data Google has stored for you and download it. When Google Plus went out of business, I went to Google Takeout and I downloaded all of my posts on Google+. That included text, images, everything I'd put up there. You can do the same thing with photos. You go to takeout.google.com. You'll go into settings. You'll find photos, and you can download it. You can even say, break it up. If files are bigger than 2 gigabytes and your operating system can't handle that, you can break it up into smaller chunks. You can get it all at once. It takes a while. If you have a lot of photos, I have 60,000 photos on Google Photos. It may take a day or two for them to create those archives, but you will get them in zip archives, all of your photos as stored on Google. And remember, Google generally doesn't store the originals unless you specifically ask it to. It'll be JPEGs of all those files. There's another way. I mean, there's several ways you can do this. There's another way you can do it. Google has a nice sync tool, Google Backup and Sync. You could put that on a computer, and it will automatically synchronize your Photos folder. If you've got a lot of storage, that's a great way to, over time, slowly download all those photos. I use it to upload photos, but of course, because it's backup and sync, it will also synchronize the Photos folder. So that's another way, a slower way you can do it instead of trying to download it all at once. And if it's just a few albums you want, there is an album by album download right there in Google Photos. So if you say, well, I don't want all of these photos, but I would like a few special albums, just go into the album, hit the triple dot, and you'll be able to download all the photos from any particular album. That's another way to do it. The nice thing about Google, the reason I actually have a lot of respect for Google, is they tell you what they've got, they tell you what they know, and they always give you an opportunity to download that. And I've got to give credit, I think it was Brian Fitzpatrick, is that right? I think it was Brian who came up with the idea early on at Google that nothing should be trapped inside of Google's silo. And I really appreciate that. Thank you, Brian. Or I think he's called Fitz by his friends. And thank you, Martin. Appreciate the question. If you'd like to send us a question, it's easy. Just ask the tech guy at twit.tv. That's the email address. Ask the tech guy at twit.tv. We'll answer as many questions as we can. I'm doing one of these a week. It comes out every Monday. Do subscribe to the podcast. That way you'll get the answers automatically the minute they're available. We're on iTunes, Pocket Casts, Google's podcasts, everywhere you can get podcasts. You should be able to find Ask the Tech Guy. If you're watching on YouTube, yes, press the subscribe button. That way you'll automatically subscribe. We appreciate it. Ask the Tech Guy brought to you by LastPass. Just remember your master password, and LastPass remembers the rest. LastPass offers new features with their business lineup. LastPass Enterprise, that's what we use here at Twit, includes single sign-on technology and 1,200 plus pre-integrated apps. There's also LastPass Multi-Factor, MFA, which goes beyond standard two-factor authentication by using biometrics like iris and fingerprint, and factors like your geolocation. LastPass Identity is a combination of the two. Visit LastPass.com/twit to find out how they can help you. That's LastPass.com/twit. And that's it for this episode of Ask the Tech Guy. I'm Leo Laporte. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time.
Stumped on a nasty tech conundrum? Email askthetechguy@twit.tv.